In this video, you're going to watch me work on a collage. I did this collage on top of a painting that I had previously done on watercolor paper. So I start off by drawing some human figures that look like they're walking on a street. So the main material that I use in my collage is medical examination paper, and that's just paper that you see when you go to the doctor's office that they put over the exam table. It kind of acts like a tissue paper in that it is transparent when you use it in a collage, but the one benefit that it has over tissue paper is that it's much tougher, and it's not that easy to rip it, even with a lot of moisture and liquid. And so what I've done is I've painted this medical exam paper with some transparent green paint, lime green. With transparent media such as tissue paper or medical exam paper, what I found is that the more layers you put on, the more intense the color gets. So you can kind of modulate the intensity of certain areas of your painting by putting on few layers or a lot of layers. Here I'm putting on some transparent black acrylic paint on top of the tissue paper. And the more layers you keep putting on, I find that the more interesting your painting becomes. In a lot of these compositions, I find myself doing maybe 4 or 5 or even more layers. And you have to be careful to keep all these layers transparent. They have to be extremely transparent. Otherwise, you're going to lose what you've done in the lower layers. Usually you have to be kind of careful about peeling off tape off of paper paintings. But in this case, I've got so many layers of the polymer medium that the surface is essentially turned into plastic. So peeling tape is not an issue. You can see how roughly I'm handling this medical exam paper, and it doesn't rip. If I was doing that kind of manipulation with regular tissue paper, even wet strength tissue paper, it would have ripped. It would have just disintegrated. It's really interesting material. If anyone's interested, you can just Google medical exam paper and you can buy them in big rolls, and it's pretty inexpensive. And this is the stage of the composition where I usually cut out smaller pieces. So I start off the painting by cutting out huge ones, and then progressively it generally gets smaller and smaller. I felt like I needed to balance out this composition by putting this black bar on the bottom left. So that's what I'm doing here. And here's the finished painting. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe.